don't give me crap, guys, but I started out watching dubbed, okay? Dubbed anime, but that's because
you're gonna get
I need to
so
be
much shit for that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, same elementary school.
Even now, when we're in America, we're aliens.
Still aliens.
I'm like, where is my wings? Like,
Sizzle on my tongue.
hopefully this is a platform that makes people feel safe.
I completely almost forgot.
We are gonna be exploring our love for Attack on Titan and One Piece.
Yes, guys, we were like deciding, what should we talk about? And since, there's so many on top of our heads, we're like, why not something that we love? Well, me more One Piece, and Yasmin more Attack on the Titans.
The pandemic. It's what the pandemic did to me. I'm like, I've never watched animes before, so I'm like, I'm gonna start watching it. And then I started, I was thinking I started eating. No, I started watching Attack on Titans, and other ones too, and I just got hooked with it. So it was pretty good. And you watched One Piece a long time ago, no?
No,
Just recently too?
For the same reason as you, is because of lockdown. There's nothing to do, and I started working from home indefinitely, and a lot of times it helps to have something playing right there. Don't give me crap, guys, but I started out watching dubbed, okay? Dubbed anime, but that's because
you're gonna get
I need
so
to be
much shit for that.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, I know that. It's just because I needed to focus on making my graphic designs, but then at the same time, I want to know what's going on, and I can't read the subtitles and take away my eyes from the screen when I'm working. So
yeah,
only the beginning, okay, and I started out with Naruto actually. I don't know. I just thought Naruto seemed cooler at first.
I did watch Naruto in high school. No, middle school.
Really?
And I didn't start it, and I was because my friend was really into it, and I wanted to kind of fit in or something. And I tried to watch it, and it was fun for a while. But then I got discouraged by how many episodes there were. So I just And then, constantly getting yelled at my mom, do homework, do this. So I'm whatever. I'm not going to stress and, trying to catch up.
That's so true. No, but that's what I felt about, anime back in high school. Everybody, all the guys were talking about it. And, I don't know if you know this, trick that they do.
Kansho!
That is from Naruto!
Kansho!
Oh, my God. Yeah, and it's just And I was I wanted to understand, but then at that time also, I didn't know where they were watching. I didn't even know, I thought it was actually
there's there's
manga.
these locally known websites where they watch all the anime.
Which I found I learned that only later in life,
Yeah, if you're not part of the circle, you won't know where what the website is.
Exactly, and those sites have a lot of pop-ups, a lot of porn pop-ups. So just be careful. And it's just great too that Netflix had it. So it's
Oh yeah. That definitely sparked or triggered me to try to watch it and start to watch it. And then afterwards, easy access to
exactly. And then you find out they don't have all the episodes, and you're forcing yourself to Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna do a would you rather for One Piece and Attack on Titans.
You can start.
Okay. Alright, the first question. Would you rather become a Titan or be eaten by a Titan? Honestly, I think it's pretty obviously why would I want to be eaten by a Titan?
So you're just eating shit, right? Non-stop. Everywhere. That's my life.
Which Titan you are, if you're the mindless one or the smart one.
I got a feeling I would be the mindless one, just because.
They run, they just fling their hands.
And I love how ugly they make them. No offense. No offense to anyone who looks like one.
Chubby
of them,
too, like really soggy too, and
yeah. But yeah. Okay, here.
okay.
Would you rather eat the gum gum fruit or the flame fruit?
I actually don't know what the flame
Oh,
fruit
no.
is.
Or mera. Yeah.
What's
Well,
the flame
for me,
fruit?
the flame fruit is when after you eat. Oh my God! Well, you don't know about this fruit because you haven't
No.
gone that far yet. Well,
no,
this
I'm
is
at
the,
like 50 or 50 something episode.
Well, gotta catch up. But it's when you eat it, you can turn any part of your body into flame. Like basically fire. Like you know the Human Torch in Fantastic Four. Yeah, I think I would get the flame fruit. I mean,
Flame?
no offense. Yeah, flame.
Why?
Because fire. I mean, that's so badass.
Yeah, but fire doesn't beat everything.
Well,
Water can beat you.
A few moments later.
I mean, being able to stretch out like that. You know what? I'm gonna get gum. Yeah. Sorry.
I kind of like
changed my
Gum Gum
mind.
maybe just because I've watched so many.
No,
of his
yeah,
moves,
I changed.
Like, it looks so
I
cool.
changed my mind. I want gum actually because it's like in everyday life, you know, just trying to pick up stuff.
You don't gotta
Wow.
move, you know.
Exactly. Fire.
You
You
sit
can
in your
hurt
couch.
someone.
You want a drink. You just go.
Yeah.
Would you rather sacrifice your life for your team or be the only survivor of your team?
What's the first one?
So you
I'll
die, the rest of the
sacrifice my life.
team survives, and okay.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice my life.
Yeah, I think I'll choose the first one too. Because even if you survive, you're still depressed. Like everyone's gone. You know.
Right. Yeah. Very sad. That's true. It's true. Who do you prefer, Sanji or Zoro? For me,
Huh?
it's Zoro. Zoro
Okay.
all the way.
Okay. I mean,
It's just so cool.
yeah, Zoro is cool. He's like more reserved, right? Like kind of on his own, like mysterious. Maybe like you don't really know what he
Yes.
thinks.
Yes.
But Sanji is so funny. Like he can be so serious, but like he like goes crazy for girls, and to me like that change like is really funny to me. So I'll pick Sanji.
It's funny, yeah.
His-
And he
like,
cooks. I mean, fair enough, he cooks. Like, it's like, you know, it's a good quality. Like, he always cook for the ladies. It's like, it's so funny.
I like Sanji.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll have Zoro then.
News time.
News. Oh yeah, actually, there is news
Okay.
that is relating to what we're talking about. It's the studio that makes One Piece got hacked. It's very sad news. Very, very sad news. And fuck those hackers. Like, what the fuck? Like,
freak?
what you doing? Like, with your life that you gotta hack a production company that makes
They're like-
awesome anime.
Like, oh, I can hack. I'm gonna hack the studio who made One Piece.
Yeah, bitch. So bitchy. But yeah, and so now like they will have to pause on making new episodes.
Damn.
One of my reasons for watching One Piece is that it's just so nice to like imagine, you know, like you're with your friends in the sea. Like that is just so cool. Like imagine it was an option or like I bet, you know, it could be an option. You know, you get a boat, but obviously not a pirate ship. But still, like, imagine like you live in that era where you could do that, and you're just chilling. And yeah.
And
love
I
it.
think like watching like One Piece, it was fun because I really like, I guess, their dynamic. Somehow they're so different. All of them are so different, but then like they kind of are all like, well, maybe not. Yeah, they're all like kind of inspired by Luffy, and by Luffy's like ambitions, and then they just kind of stick together. And then I was like, oh, this is a cool friend group that I want to be part of.
I
like,
know. Me too.
they work, like they fight, but they work together. And I mean, like as in like their
Yes.
vibe, like work.
Yeah.
And I really
Yeah.
like that about their friend group. Cool.
Okay. well, I don't think there's a lot of friend groups in Attack on Titans.
One reason to watch Attack on Titans is Mikasa's care to Eren Jaegar. Do you remember, like, because Mikasa,
I don't
like...
remember this name.
Okay, Mikasa is the girl.
Mikasa Tsukasa?
Eren Jaegar's friend. Like, the main character's friend. And, she's, like, very loyal to, like, taking care of him and supporting him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember,
and making,
okay.
Like, and making sure, like, he doesn't die. And I think I guess how much she protects him, even though sometimes, like, maybe later in the episode, like, he goes, like, crazy or thinking, like, more controversially and having, like, different actions and stuff. Like, she's still, I guess, yeah, loyal to him and supporting him. And I don't know, that really, like, inspires me of how she's just, you know.
And she's so badass. She's, like, really skillful.
She's really skillful, too. Super strong.
Oh, I love that.
Mikasa's one reason to watch Attack on Titans.
Dude, that's, like, it kind of reminds, like, her character a little bit reminds me of the sensei in Naruto, Kakashi. Yeah, he always has a mask on, like, which makes him extra cool for some reason. He's been through so much shit too. Like his teammates, like when he was young, like died like right in front of him, and it's just like, but he's always been like so nice. But yet,
it's like it's always the ones who suffered the most, like as a kid.
Yes.
Like they're the ones who become like super, like protective, and then they. You know, they're loyal.
It's either that or they're horrible, like, villains and out to get vengeance, right? Don't you think? It's
yes.
Like,
see, guys,
that's why.
That's why like,
don't
anime give
mean.
you anime give you like the biggest lessons in life, because it's like, you know, no matter what you go through, it really there's like two ways, and it's really up to you to make that decision what path you want to go to. Even if, you know, you can suffer and go through, like, a lot of difficulties as a kid, but then, you know, if you decide to be someone like this or something like that, like, it's totally up to you. See, that's why I like anime, because, like, the biggest lessons you can get it from anime.
That's true. And I feel like it's in most animes where it's like, you know, the only thing is different is the theme. You know, like, okay, those are...
And the worlds,
right?
too.
Yeah, the world, the era. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's like different type of sacrifices, oh my god, like, dude, another reason why I like One Piece is that they get into politics too, because, you know,
is
like,
it the third reason?
Yeah, I guess so. This is the third. Yeah, this is the third reason for both, just because it's like, right, because of the So man, it's like they always they get into politics like very subtly, you know, like especially with like the government, you know, because like with One Piece they have the Navy, the government versus the pirates, and how it just shows you, oh my god, because I don't want to spoil stuff for you, because it's like,
oh come on, it's so good.
Yeah, but you're right, because a lot of people already know this too. It's just like they get into politics, like, you know, when you know how there are some pirates that are warlords, like they kind of like they're helping the Navy, but then they're also pirates, you know. That reminds me of in Macau, you know, those government people there, and they are actually like, you know, top heads of like casino or whatever, like, and they're actually doing sketchy shit, you know,
corruption and stuff.
It just shines on it. And there's a part too that they are like mentioning that there's these people called celestial dragons, which it's basically like higher ups, the one that they own slaves. So you see, like they talk about like slaves like subtly. It's subtle because you know you see them going into an adventure and blah blah, and you find out these things. And also subtly they talk about racism, because Arlong.
Yes, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if you noticed that, like, they are very, like, rude to fishmen. Like they talk like, oh, you disgusting fishmen, like you all look like, but that sounds like racism, but they don't obviously like say it as racism, but it's just like the way that it's like said. I mean, I feel like I grew up with a lot of racist slurs, and those are the words. Like it's like, oh, just because you're a fisherman, you're like disgusting, you're like blah blah blah. It's like so rude.
It would apply to Attack on Titans too, because like obviously the story started with like showing people's lives within these walls, right? And they live like a very average life. They have everything, but nobody, well, I wouldn't say nobody, but like the average civilian wouldn't know what's outside these walls and why they're inside the walls, right? But only the people on top would know the history, the real history, and why they're inside, and then what is outside. And kind of, I feel like sometimes maybe like we also like we don't know like what the real issue of the world is, and sometimes like it's like how do I say this?
Oh my god, it's COVID, and that place is Macau.
Yeah, why did and also just like a lot of like conspiracy theories like of why COVID happened and how it started. Did people actually do it? Because like I don't know, it's just like where is the truth and what's the truth, and it's constant fight to know what the truth is. And then and
there's always higher up people that's like sketchy, right?
Higher up people who like know more but don't really like tell us. And I think that kind of reflects that, like we don't know what we don't know.
That's true. And that's I think that's the beauty of anime, really. Like it's just like you can reflect on life. And man, I just know for a fact if I do have a child, I'm gonna be watching anime. Like I think first thing is gonna be One Piece, because it's like it's a lighter, more like it's just at first when I started One Piece, because it was after Naruto, I'm like, like a little bit like childish.
There's a bit, it's a bit childish.
Yeah, but then I keep going, but it's because in the beginning, like it's always like that in the beginning of the episodes.
It's like slower. They're introducing the characters.
Yeah, exactly. But then you fall in love because they take so long, like to explain each step of why they are and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, yes, fall in love. But yeah, that's also another reason. It's just the way that they make you fall in love with the characters. And I don't know if you are in if you met Chopper yet. Chopper?
Is that the pirate that goes chop chop chop?
No, never mind. No. He's the reindeer that comes in after. His name is Chopper. He is adorable. You gotta keep watching so you have Chopper scenes. Chopper scenes are the best. He's so cute. You know how he hides? He hides like this. Spoiler alert, but it's so funny. Oh my god, no, he's so cute. You're gonna fall in love with him. He's so cute. He's a reindeer that ate the human fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you gotta keep watching, girl.
That's cute.
That's the thing about like I don't think those are like spoilers. It's literally because everywhere you know that there was a reindeer.
And it's just been around for so long, so.
Exactly. And honestly though, when I do see these spoilers, I'm like, I need to see how it happens. Because there's the animation, how cool the animation is. I don't know, it's because I'm just a graphic designer, but especially
for
now,
sure. I know, my friend
so
who's an animator, like, and if you're a graphic designer, you definitely appreciate all the work that's put into, like, every single emotion in the face and, like, how, it's just a lot of work.
Yes! That's definitely another reason, just because it's like,
if you appreciate illustration,
cartoon, yes, and I don't know,
and that's
draw that great, like every frame.
Yeah, even for like Arcane, that was like crazy. Remember like how
so cool. They hired people in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, another reason for me is I know like Attack on Titans compared to One Piece, it's like Attack on Titans is a lot more like serious, right, and darker. And also gory. Oh yeah, totally forgot to mention this part because I was like, this part.
The main watching.
Definitely not one thing you'd want your kids to watch first. You know, you don't want that to be their first anime.
Maybe later, like, you know,
later.
when they're teenagers.
Dude, I totally forgot about that because I'm just like, I just love following I just got so used to it. Like, oh, eating people, like, cool, okay.
Oh my god!
It was just like a way for them to, you know, another approach of telling the story. Because it's a very like heavy and sometimes darker too. But what I like about it is how inspiring is that like these few kids, they are like, the reason this whole story started is because they wanted the freedom, they fought for it, and especially Eren, like, he is super determined, even to the point where he sometimes goes crazy or loses his mind, but he's like, he kind of goes for what he wants, and then for them, like, it was as simple as we want to see the ocean, and just him and his friend Armin just dreaming about seeing the ocean, and that's why they joined forces, and then they like started fighting. And it's just like, I guess their determination to fight to get out of where they are at, like, because they know that that's not where they want to be, and they want to be like somewhere else. They want to fight for the freedom. And I don't know, that was just like inspiring to me, because it's like, you know, if you're in a place that you don't want to be, like, do something about it, you know. Mentally or physically, I guess. But obviously, like, in their case, like, it's a lot more extreme because they're fighting, like, being eaten, you know?
For real, yeah.
They're avoiding
it's like,
being
at that
eaten.
point, it's easier to, like, pick a fight just because it's like, hey, we might as well, like, do something about, you know, like, instead of when you're upset, but then you're in a comfortable environment, and it's like, do I need to protest? You know, like, do I fight for some type of freedom? Like, you're right.
Yeah, but they're like literally fighting for their lives because the walls are coming down, and you know they could get eaten anytime.
God. Shit. You see, that's gory shit, guys. Man,
it's
like,
so gory.
Yeah, there's times that I'm the type of person that if I see gory shit, like, I would, like, I don't know, like, feel it in my body, or like, you don't imagine how it feels.
You know, I know in the the very first like few episodes when like someone got eaten by a titan, like, I felt it, but then I kind of just got numb to it, and then I just stopped feeling it. I just wanted to know what happened next and what happened to these characters, you know.
I get that. Yeah, One Piece is nothing like that. I mean, when they do fighting scenes, it's very cool to watch, though. It's just because, like, you know, the movement and stuff. And another reason I love, like, watching it is because they come up with the most random, like, devil fruit powers, and it's just funny. It's hilarious.
Gum fruit is random. Like, who thinks stretchy powers? And to think the fact that he's, like, stronger than a lot of other gum fruits, or even, like, you know, pirates, that it's a gum. You're just elastic. Like,
I know, right? But no, you're right though. It's like, but then you can, like, harden some parts. So
you're
it's
right.
Like, you know, you never thought of that. It's true. It's so true. I think his, like, weakness, like, one of his weaknesses, I would say, is knives. I think because he gets sliced. I don't know.
You know, I was always, like, imagining, like, oh, would there be, like, you know, you watch all of them, but you don't have to tell me. But would there be, like, a fight where, like, he stretches and then, like, his like, everything is just frozen and then everything breaks? You know what I mean? Because, like, when you stretch and then, like, frozen and then everything just breaks. Your face is telling me that there is.
Keep watching!
That's what I kept imagining, because I'm like, okay, elastic. I feel like that's how he's gonna break.
There, you know for a fact there's someone with ice powers. If there's someone with fire powers, so just wait for it. But hey, the thing is that you never know, like, if you're gonna end up liking the character or not, because it's like, like, you know, there's always first impressions with everything, you know. So, and like with life, there's first impressions on everybody, like, and then you judge them. You know, you judge them for their, I don't know, status or appearances, or I don't know, like, what they say.
Yeah,
Luffy never does that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like judge, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he, like for example with, what's the girl's name again?
Nami.
Nami, yeah, like how much faith he had in her. And he's just like, oh, I just need a navigator. Like, he's so simple and so, like, straightforward. And he's like, oh, I just need a navigator. And he knows what he wants. And, you know, even though, like, maybe other crews in the ship didn't, like, trust her from the beginning, you know, he's like, I want her, and I know she's a friend. And he trusted her, and that's how he was able to save her, you know, like, mentally, and also from the place she was in. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
she tried to push him away, like, so many times, too.
Yeah, and he's like, you're my friend, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, and also, like, I guess the other way around, like, if you look at Luffy, like, you could easily see him as, like, oh, just a rebellious kid, you know, like, why are you disobeying, like, the rules and the norms? Like, you're just, you know, like, you could easily see him as someone who's just does whatever he wants, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why do you just, you do whatever you want, you know? But he, you know, he's inspiring if you look at the core of him and core of who he is.
Yes, so true. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like he's the figure of, you know, remember the would you rather is like, oh, would you prefer to be dumb and lucky or smart and unlucky? He's the dumb and lucky, I feel like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it's like he wants to see the good side of everybody, you know? There are people like that, you know, that wants to believe that everybody is a good side, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, because if you see someone as bad from the start, like, what do you think they're gonna, you know, think about themselves, and which way would you think, you know, they would want to pursue if you judge them to be bad? Like me when I was young, and like my friends' parents say, oh, don't hang out with her, she's like bad influence. Like I get that all the time, and it's like, but Sandra's family never did that, and it's just like, that's why I always hung out with her, like, which is great, because it's like, no, you shouldn't put that on especially a kid.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, because if it's like, you know, if you're a parent and you do that to like a child, and I just feel like there are better ways in parenting than just, you know, saying, just like putting this image in your head, like, okay, you're this, you know, like, it puts you in the box, it doesn't give you like space to really like get to know yourself, because you think, oh, I'm like this, so you don't really like, and
it shows also in the anime, especially like One Piece, like, you know, whenever they like have a flashback and see, oh, how he was brought up, and you like realize, oh, damn, like I'm surprised he didn't turn out worse, you know, or something like that. And it's just like, damn, it always starts with the parenting. Then if there's no parent, like Naruto, it's like it all depends on other people. Like, yeah, Naruto is a good example. Like, he was alone completely, and he could have been evil, but then became the Hokage. And another reason, that's like a big reason, is that there's so many hotties. There's Kakashi, and then there's also, on One Piece, there's Zoro, super hot, oh my god. And if you meet Luffy's brother... Yes. Spoiler alert, guys.
I would say Levi is the hottie of Attack on Titans. Oh my god, he's so cool.
Is it because he's so cool?
He's so cool, and he's just like, for some reason, it's something with like guys who are cold, and like,
yes. Why? I guess that is also in real life, right? Like, this guy is super cool. I told him to dress up as Zoro for Halloween and just get the 3 earrings
with the 3 swords.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So that's a lot.
There's something with like, someone who's just cold. I mean, he's not like cold. Obviously, inside he's like warm-hearted, but like how like cool he is. Like, you know, he doesn't joke around and stuff, and like.
Yes. Oh my god! And I bet like for the guys that like anime, I bet there's girls with big boobas. Well, with Nami, oh my god, Nami started out like kind of flat chested, but then like she ended up like just broke. Like that's how
Really?
I guess yeah. When like later as seasons, you'll see her boobs just
Serious?
like fluctuate. Like
They're like, we need more views. Make her boobs bigger.
Yeah, right. No, I bet that's their glow up. I think for women, maybe I don't know for them at least.
But she was already an adult when we met her, like in the beginning.
I think, like, yeah, you know what? The age they would say, I think she was a teen when she started.
15, 16.
And then she became like, 16 or 15, I forgot. But yeah, and then she grew up to be 20 something after. But yeah, but that's one more reason is like they have these like timelines and stuff. Make it so real life.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I actually really like Nami. Like, she's so... there was a scene where she was about to say goodbye to her family, to her island, right? Yes. And it's so funny. Like, the way she did it is, like, she just... It's just a scene of her, like, really serious and heads down. And then she just ran, like, through, like, this whole... Like, a lot of people in the island waiting to say goodbye to her because she did so much for the island. She just ran straight through them. Because she's like...
That is, like, prime example of someone that doesn't know how to take a compliment.
Yes, and someone who doesn't know how to say goodbye, and like that's who, like someone who's not good with like these emotional sentiments and like being vulnerable or.
And because you met her already, you knew her past and everything, and that's when you know like why she's the way she is.
Yeah.
Right? And you just fall in love.
And it's
all right, guys.
Funny.
No, yeah, but it's I felt the same way about Nami. It's like, first it's like, you betray them, but why? But I knew, like, I was like, there's something
something in her, yeah.
Oh my god. Her life though, her mom was shot right in front of her. What the fuck? Anyways, but yeah, I cried so much because especially when it's sister, right, and then like mother, oh my god, like.
Yeah. I almost teared up.
I cry like every time when I rewatch it with Tyler, and I'm like looking at it, it's just like, ooh. I'm rewatching it with Tyler and still I'm crying. But yeah, guys, I hope that's like enough reasons for you to start watching.
Start watching anime and maybe start with One Piece, and if you want something heavier, go to Attack on Titans. If you want something lighter, just go to One Piece, and then it's chill, it's slower. But Attack on Titans is way more intense, so like maybe start with One Piece.
Yeah, and if you prefer, I don't know, ninjas or something, then Naruto is a good suggestion too. I feel like, but yeah, I bet those like anime lovers are gonna be like, you only like the mainstream anime, blah.
Yeah.
No,
also,
this is the
obviously. Yeah, like give us suggestions because we are new to anime and we just want to say why we love them so much. So if you want to suggest any like good animes, like feel free to leave comments and send us a message.
I watched Bleach because I don't know if you know Bleach, like it's on Netflix. Like one of my friends like suggested it. It's an older anime, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like Soul Reapers though. It's like Spirit Worlds.
Yeah, I have a list of animes.
I know, but you gotta catch up on One Piece, and I gotta catch up on Attack on Titan. So, all right, guys. Thank you for.
Sorry. Yes. Let's say bye. Thank you guys
for
watching.
Thank you guys for listening, and we hope you watch you watch anime so that you become a better person as well.
Boom.
All right,
I feel like that should be the title.
I know, right?